Okay, welcome back to the show. Oh, I hope I can see myself. See my head? Just my belly. It's not going to work. I need two cameras, don't I, really? But actually, what I might do? Actually, I'll do it this way. I'll move it back a bit, like this. Will that work? Oh, I can't see. Bloody hell. Back here. There we go. Right, take two. I'll just check so you can see. Welcome back. On my belly. This is going in it soon. Thought I'd do a positive video because I've been down in the dumps, so all this hacking and spying, and I'm not going to dwell on it. I'll rise above it. And I'm going to make beans and tomato spaghetti. That'll be tasty. And it's pretty hot today, so I've just got the shirt off. I know the ladies are into male models, so I thought I'd just give my best view. Especially, you know, I can't really do the naked chef, that's Jamie Oliver, so I'll do the model chef. And also it's Facebook, I've got to keep my pants on, so. Oh, slippery little sucker. Now, cut up the onion like so. I can't zoom in because I can't be bothered setting up another camera and then doing a multi-cam with two cameras that aren't synced properly. Then I'll have to try and sync them. It'll take all day. So I'm just doing one camera. What I'm doing, you can't smell me right now, but I slept in these boxes and they bloody stink. I won't tell you what of, but anyway, so that's the onion. I'll do two halves. This is the second bit. I'm slowly losing it. Look, it's getting better. Honestly, look, I can, nearly touch my knees. So, just a case of squashing it back in. There we go. Oh, squashed it. Yeah, I'll squash it back in one day. Yep. Hey, lost a couple of kilos already. Squashing that one back in there. And these olives, onions, tomatoes, kidney beans aren't really high in cholesterol or anything. Because that's the real killer. It's not so much the fat, it's the cholesterol. Because, you know, fat's can be good for you. The cholesterol is the one that builds up in your cells and then ends up clogging your arteries, and that's when you have problems. It's usually people that live on chocolate bars and stuff like that too much, because it's got, I think it's called trans fats or something, or it's got too much of that fat, like might be cocoa butter or something, I'm not sure exactly, but it's a kind of fat that doesn't break down. So if you store up this sort of fat, like I don't have any bad cholesterol, my heart's really healthy, but I've stored up this during COVID because I was eating and just sitting around. But I wasn't eating bad food, I was eating mostly healthy food, but just snacking on bread. And if I'd sat around just eating chocolates, I'd be incredibly ill. I'd probably have diabetes. But I say around just eating cake, chocolates, biscuits, ice cream, beer, alcohol, all that bad stuff. I really tried hard not to eat anything bad. That's why I'm healthy, but I'm just slowly getting rid of the gut. So I'm getting this. I want to take it back slowly, so that goes back nice and smooth and tight. And I don't get any surgery or stretch marks or anything. It all stretch back. I'll be like big honky man. Already am, you know, but I don't know. Got to play with strengths. I've got this oil. It's extra virgin olive oil, extra virgin vegetable oil, cold pressed, cholesterol free, gluten free, no GMO, or non-GMO, and it's just as good. It's much cheaper than olive oil, and it's just as nice. You just got to put up that little bit of smell. It's like a wheaty smell. It's like the smell of wheat. It might have wheat in it or something. It might be cold pressed from wheat or something. I'm not sure what they cold press it from, but I could look. Ingredients. Vegetable oil. It doesn't say what it's pressed from, so it smells kind of like mouse poo sort of way at first. When you get past that, it's just sort of like wheat, sort of a fresh wheat smell. So I use a bit of that. But you get one of these big containers. I think it's, how many litres? Is it 2 litres or something? Oh, 2 litres. I think it was like $12 or something like that. Whereas the big bottles, 1 litre bottles, are like $30 or something. So I just find that's so much cheaper. And it's like, I think they give some money back to Good Earth Oils. I think they help the environment or something. I'm not sure exactly. I read something there. Anyway, I'll put this on. I haven't got the heat on yet. So I've got everything ready. I've even got some little olives, some black calamari olives, and then I've got these sort of green stuffed ones. I've had these since, I don't know how long I've had them, but they're all sort of preserved, so they'll last for months really. These beans I opened the other day, just some kidney beans, got half a tin left. You can see them, but and just a tin of tomatoes, crushed tomatoes. So that'd be nice. I've got no meat, so I'm not doing meat. I've got chicken wings, which won't go in it. I've got fish, which I could use fish, but I don't really feel like fish. I could fry fish and put it on the end and then put the sauce on the spaghetti. I did once before. I used mayonnaise and cream and stuff like that, and made like a white sort of pasta with fish, and that was quite nice. It was an experiment, but anyway, I finished with the oil. A lovely little drawer. Look, you've got this little drawer that comes out. There's a huge cupboard there. You've got this tiny little drawer. It's like it uses all this cupboard space for 2 little drawers. It's funny, really, but it's not a good use of space. They could have done something better there, I think. But it's got another shelf down the bottom. I put my onions, excuse me, and potatoes, and they tend to stay fresh down there, so it's pretty good. What else? Yeah, so just thinking about school coming up. Maybe I should start doing a bit of study. I'm just waiting for the results of one of my classes. They said not yet complete. I've already handed everything in, so I don't know. I don't know why they do that. Make me worry about one class. I should have passed them all. I think we do as much work as the teachers put in, and our teacher just sat there the whole year on a screen just solving equations on a board. I mean, why should we have to do any more work than he does? So that's all I did, just did solve my equations. And the other classes, some of the teachers really put in a lot of time and effort to really talk to us one-on-one, and I thought, you know, some of them were much better than that guy, but everyone's got different methods, I guess. I mean, what else is he supposed to do, I suppose, but I think he could have done some more, you know, just on the paper sort of bookwork and stuff. We've been to just take notes off his screen all the time when he's scrolling. And I don't know, I just don't like the way they teach now with computers. It's a bit impersonal. You know, I like the personal touch when you're learning from someone. You've got to learn from them, not just a screen, you know. You've got to take the information from the teacher and pass it on, you know. They're supposed to pass it on to you, and how are you supposed to do well if they're not passing it on? Like, I struggle when I don't connect with the teacher, so not my fault. I've got to find a wooden spoon now. I haven't done my washing up, so that's nice, isn't it? The maid didn't turn up this week, so I'm still waiting for my wife to come around. We'll like that if she's listening, whoever she is. But, oh, she's not the maid, but you know, it's just one of those jokes you say. You know, the maid hasn't turned up. We'll have to wash it ourselves again. Oh yeah, he's slack. Probably in there rooting around or something, doing something behind my back. Round is burning, so it's up too high. We're chucking the beans. And I'm chucking, I might cut these up a bit. Some of them sometimes have stones. I just like to check. I had one day, I was chewing away and went, right on my tooth. And it can break your tooth apart, you know, some of these stones are so hard. You really got to check your olives. Even if you just give them a squeeze. Well, I'll cut a few up. I love olives and spaghetti. There's probably enough of those, and these ones are probably okay, they're just half ones, so you see those ones are just sort of halfies, so because those ones are whole ones, but they're already pitted, but I just check, just in case you don't want to bite one. Anyway, I better just do this. And you know what? Well, actually not sure I do it, yeah. I was just going to say I don't have any herbs. I don't have any dried herbs, but I've got fresh herbs out there. I might pick some of those. I've got parsley and oregano, and that's probably enough. Basil's nice, but I think it's all dyed, so I'll put a few of those in. I really probably need to eat these up. They don't last forever, they'll probably end up mouldy eventually. I don't know which lid goes on what, but I think that's right. So I'll just wait for that to warm up, put a bit of pepper and salt, cook my spaghetti, and we'll get back to you. I'll show you the end result. Okay, I'm back. Found some more stuff. I found these little beauties, bit of garlic. I found this at the back of the thing, because I've got no money. I'm scrounging around to make sauce and it's sort of not working, but I'll pop that into the old Doritos. And I found this old pizza sauce, so I thought I might put that in there. So I'll plop that in. Come on. I have to add some water, I think. Oh shit. Alright. Whiz it around in the old whizzer. Oh yeah, it's much better. It's like having, it's almost like what my mum used to do with tomato pizza pasta sauce. was she'd add a container of tomato paste to thicken it up, sort of, and enrich the flavour. I never bother myself, but that's kind of pasta sauces. Pizza sauce is a bit like tomato paste. You just put it on top of your pizza, you know. So I just slice up my garlic. And what else did I have? I had something else. Did I? No. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I had I've got a capsicum left over, or a pepper. We call them capsicums. It's gone a little bit yucky, but I'll cut that off and it'll still be alright. Just means part of the flesh there is sort of decayed, but like because it's dead, part of it's gone. The rest of it feels quite fresh, so it should be alright. You can do that with vegetables because only part of it will decay and the rest will stay alright. You know, so I'm sure you'll probably know. But this is a big class here, you know, learning about top chefs and what to do in your restaurant when you run out of food. Probably close the doors and go home, I'd say. This is just, you know, my restaurant here. I run a tight ship. Don't really know how to cut up capsicums. I want those tiny little squares. It's not really. I'll cut them in strips, and then I'll cut them like that. There'd be a quicker way of doing this. I don't like the way chefs waste a lot though. They cut off the whole head of it and then half the bloody body of it, and just to avoid the pips. But I just pull the pips out with my hands, and who cares if you get a few in there? They're no. You can eat them anyway. They're no worse than like chili pips. It's just they're not hot, so they're not going to hurt you. Chili seeds, I should say. It's just basically an engorged, not hot chili, isn't it? A capsicum, really, a big one. Same family, so the pepper family, I suppose you call it. Not black pepper, but the bell pepper, or the chili family, I suppose. I don't really know. But well, I probably do. I'm just bantering on. I better check my sauce in. It's pretty burning. Just cut this up. Once I chuck this in, I'll make the sauce a bit less tomatoey, a bit less acidic too. So it'll thicken up the body of the sauce, cool it off the acid a bit, and just give it a nice sort of plant vegetable flavour. One thing I sometimes put in, which is a bit of a mistake, is broccoli. Although you can put any vegetables really. I mean, you can probably even put fruits in that in your sauce. I mean, you can probably even put things like, I don't know, pineapple or something. I know you don't like me for that comment. Anyway, that done. So we'll whiz it round. Ooh, the spaghetti's cooked, don't really need to check it. I can see it's done because as soon as it's done, you want it sort of just before all the starch comes out. So, perfect, really. Maybe a little bit over, because it's got a bit starchy, but it's not a bad thing. You just don't want it to go too soft and claggy, you know. You want it a bit firm. So you say al dente when it's just before the starch or oozes out of the spaghetti. And that way, when you empty it out, I can't really do it here. I've got no room. This is ridiculous. I must go to operate in this kitchen. Where's my staff? Don't know what's been in this sink. It looks a bit sick. It looks a bit scary, but we'll go in. So I'll just dump that out in the colander, which is clean. The colander's clean, but the rest underneath, who knows? Just don't touch the bottom. I'll put that back in the pot. There we go. So yeah, I don't know if you can see that, but it's steamy, it's kind of got a little bit over, but it sort of goes a bit claggy. But the sauce will still stick to it. You want it so it's just got a little bit sticky so the sauce will bond with it. So it's not quite starchy, but it's just about to starch. And yeah, this is a tiny bit over, but still tastes okay. They say not to eat your food when you're cooking it. It's true, you probably shouldn't. I mean, especially if you're cooking for other people. But I'm just doing this for myself, so I don't care if I scratch my head or whatever. This has gone a bit thick, so I just add a bit of water. About a quarter of a cup. I just let that boil a bit. So I want that capsicum to cook through. Because it's going to be quite a rich sauce. I don't even know if I really need herbs in this, but I might get some. I'll get my herbs and I'll come back and I'll show you the end result. The belly dance. And some honey on it. No, actually, I know what I'll have. My sauce on it. Look at that, bubbling away. The end. I can't be bothered waiting and then showing a video, so I might just stop it here. Ta-da! Couldn't help. Okay, I couldn't help it. I had to come back and show you my spaghetti. I was going to eat it all myself, but there's green olives. I don't know. I think they might be a bit off, but they're edible. But maybe it's just a strong taste. Excuse me, of the olives. I don't know, but yeah. Anyway, there's my post. That's my girlfriend. I'm joking. For some reason, Luxury Jet Set Babe added me as a friend or whatever they do. I don't know them, but they send me a lot of pictures in girls in undies, which is strange. But seeing as though I don't even know them. Anyway, better get back to the spaghetti. It's looking good. Tastes a bit. No, it doesn't taste too bad. It's bearable. I'll cheat up a bit.